Good morning, guys. It's Joe from Backwoods Inc. We I wanted to do a little talk today about scent control and whether if it's real or fake, or get some of your guys' takes on it. I don't believe there's some type of magical spray out there in the world that's gonna cure all scent and you won't be smelt by the deer, or some type of machine or anything like that that's going to make it to where a deer can't smell you. But things I will tell you: being clean and just, I'll tell you my regimen. Like, I like to wash my clothes in like baking soda. Like, just go down to the store, get you some Arm & Hammer baking soda. You can get the Arm & Hammer washing powders that are unscented. I love to use that. Brush your teeth with baking soda, because you don't need that mint smell while you're in the woods. So, I mean, yeah, there's some things out there, and use like unscented soaps and stuff. And you don't have to go over to the hunting department over in the store to buy these. You can just go right over to the regular shampoo aisles and the regular soap aisles, and they have unscented soaps there, and they're a lot cheaper. And it's the same stuff. So, that's what I use, and it really works good. And I don't know, like, I'm not saying a deer don't smell me. I'm just saying I feel better when I go in the woods and I'm clean. Like, I've got a clean shave, I got a clean haircut. You know, I think being clean makes you feel better. So something like that, it helps. And like when I go pull up at the store in the mornings on my way deer hunting, or in the evenings, like the boots I'm wearing into the woods, my rubber boots. Of course, deer can smell rubber. We all know that, but I'm not wearing those. They're in the back of the truck, because when you pull up to get gasoline, there's gas on the ground. You step in that gas when you walk through the woods, you're leaving a scent trail of gas, stuff like that. I mean, I just prefer to, like, I'll even get up and take a shower before I go hunting, just and get you some good body lotion. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a sissy or nothing to none of you guys, but get you some good body lotion, and it helps kill those dead skin cells. And a lot of times when you get smelt by a deer, it's dead skin cells that they smell a lot of. So, I mean, you could rub down with some good unscented lotion. Brand doesn't really matter to me. Uh, and a lot of times once I get to where I'm hunting, I carry those wipes. They're unscented wipes. You can go over into the baby section where they sell baby wipes, and you can buy those. They don't have to be from some type of hunting brand or nothing like that. And like when I get to my stand, sometimes I wipe down my head, wipe down my hair, and it's just, I like to feel clean. And I think when you go to the woods with a good mindset like that, that it makes you feel better about yourself, makes you feel more successful. Uh, and still use the wind. I mean, you got to have the wind. You cannot just not hunt the wind. You got to uh, use the wind 199%. It's wind. But there is things like, some guys don't wash their hunting clothes, and their wife washes their hunting clothes. They'll get angry. Don't wash my hunting clothes. Well, I do wash mine. Uh, ever so many, like maybe a couple hunts, I'll wash my clothes. 2 to 3 hunts. After the third hunt, I'm washing, especially if I sweat, because that's just more human odor. And I think being using unscented detergents and soaps, and keeping everything clean and keeping bacteria down. I mean, your skin, this is bacteria. As soon as you scratch, a flake of skin falls off, that's bacteria. It's dead skin. stuff like that. And that, like unscented lotions and stuff, if you're a working man, you're going to have a bunch of calluses. You can rub that down. It ain't going to hurt nothing. You ain't a sissy for using some lotion or nothing like that. But being clean, and if you do got a beard, wash that thing in the mornings. Get you some, good unscented soap. I don't care what the brand is. Wash that beard real good. Maybe rub it down with some Slickum, a little lotion or something. Nothing wrong with it, guys. We need to take care of our hygiene just as well as anyone else. And I think having a good hygiene is not going to stop you from getting smelled, but you're not going to have as much sin as a guy that just came in from work and just went out the door and started walking through the woods with gas, oil. Some guys, you work in machine shops and whatnot, and maybe you work at the gas station, maybe you pump gas, maybe you work on cars for a living, and there's a lot of smell that becomes, and maybe you got hot and sweaty that day, and just being clean helps me a lot, I feel, and makes me feel better anyway. Now, as far as stuff you can buy to help kill odors, like the gimmicks that everybody talks about, I've never used one that made me feel that it, killed any type of scent. Long time ago, about 7 to 10 years ago, Primos was making this spray. It was called Control Freak. That was the name of it. And Will Primos, he promoted it, and it was they're really good guys. I love them all, and that scent, it was Primos Control Freak Silver Earth Blend. And it was just something about that stuff. When I got in the woods, I'd spray down with it, and it smelled so much like just dirt and earth. And I mean, you sprayed it, it actually smelled like you was sitting under an oak tree somewhere in that you could grab that fresh, rich ground and smell it. It smelled just like that. And I had a lot of luck killing deer spraying that on me. Now, I was using the wind, but I had good luck using that. It had some type of silver antimicrobial something. I'm not scientific, but I called it my good luck spray, because when I didn't spray it, I had bad luck. But when I did spray it, I'd kill a deer. It's just coincidental. I know it, but I actually like that stuff, and it's hard to find anymore. And that was my lucky spray. That's what I called it. And everybody's like, that don't work. And I was like, well, maybe not, but I like using it, and I like that woodsy smell. And as far as my clothes, like, I don't store nothing in plastic. A plastic container gives off an odor. I have a wooden container that I put my stuff in. I mean, does it matter? I don't know, but plastic has a strong smell. I mean, you buy you one of these plastic totes and stick your head in it. If you can smell that strong plasticky smell, so can the deer. And I worked in a plastic factory for a while, so I seen the chemicals and stuff that goes into these plastics. I mean, there's styrofoam and everything in them. And styrofoam, when you're burning styrofoam, it gives off it's a horrible smell. If you've ever burnt a styrofoam cup, you know what I'm talking about, especially at a cookout or something like that. But I got that wood tote, and it's actually a wooden barrel, and it's got a lid on it, and it buckles, and I throw all of my stuff in there. I actually take and I'll layer my clothes, like base layer, I'll sprinkle baking soda on that. The next layer, I'll sprinkle baking soda on that, and then I'll layer on up to the top until I'm done, and I'm baking soda every so many layers of clothing. And I do that all the way to the top, put the lid on, it's sealed for the entire summer until it's time for deer season. I just started breaking out, my vest and some of my long sleeves that I wear, and I really like these little slumberjack shirts. I don't know if y'all guys ever wear them. They make a good base layer, and they're made out of that dry fit stuff. And if you sweat, it evaporates the sweat better, and it just kind of helps. I don't know, helps. Like, you don't sweat as bad wearing this stuff. Now I got this on because it is chilly out this morning. It's in the 50s, and I'm in Alabama, and it don't take much for an old Southern boy to get cold. But I've really enjoyed over the years, trying to come up with something that made me feel better, and cleanliness made me feel better. Not saying that it worked, but I mean, I've came home from work still wearing blue jeans, had on an old work jacket with gas and oil all over because I worked on cars for 20 years. Head out in the woods and harvest a deer, and it was all because of the wind. It's all because of wind. You've got to hunt, with the wind. But I do think you can cut down on some of your scents. The closest thing I think that would actually eliminate all your scent would be ozonics. But the thing about that is that stuff is not really that safe to breathe in. And they're wanting you to hang the unit over your head and then it blows down in front of you and you're going to breathe that in. So, and it's still not enough to kill all your scent. And it would take an ungodly amount of ozone to completely. Now, it does kill scent. It is 100% guaranteed to kill scent. Like, they take these houses that are being restored that have an old musky smell, and they will put these ozone machines in there, and it kills every bit of the bacteria. It kills all the smells. But I mean, it's not even safe. You can't even be in there while these machines are running. So if you can't go in the house while ozone machine is running, what's it going to do hanging over your head and you're breathing it? But ozonics is the closest I've seen to that. And I've done some studying on ozonics. I used to run an ozonics unit, but I wouldn't run it over my head. I ran it below my body, and that, kind of defeated the purpose of having it. So I sold the unit and don't have it anymore. Activated carbon, like you see in ScentLok, activated carbon is known, it does kill, scent. It does do some things, and Brother John Eberhart, he swears by it, and I wouldn't tell the man that he was wrong, because if that's what he believes in, then it's okay. I'm not against it. I love ScentLok. I've tried it. I probably didn't go to the extremes as what this man does to take care of his suit, but I mean, he's got a scent control regimen that is out of this world. If you ever get a chance, look at it. I mean, is it worth investing $400 or $500 in? I don't know. Not for me, maybe for you. But I have had luck with what we're talking about by just being clean. I think that means a lot. And don't go in there with jumping there and a bunch of perfumey, cologne smells. Get all unscented everything. And wash your body real good. Get you some lotion. It's okay to wear lotion. And I ain't saying lotion your whole body. Just lotion your arms up real good. Lotion your face up real good. And your neck. And a lot of things I've noticed is a lot of our scent comes from our head. So if you could get, you know, a good, some type of that spray that everybody sprays on themselves before they go in the woods, instead of spraying that on the boots, you should spray it on their head, because that's where all your scent comes from. Most of your head, you got your mouth, that's bacteria and odor. Not saying put that in your mouth, but you could put that on your head. Get you a head net, spray her down real good, and I think that would help a lot. But you're never going to get rid of the scent 100%. It's no way possible. Not in my eyes. And you could eliminate, probably 50, 60%, probably, but there's still that 40%. And if you're not using the wind, you're going to get busted. But like I said, being clean, having clean clothes, keeping my sweaty stuff washed, and just, if I can smell me, the deer can. But, that's how I go about doing scent control. And I've been successful with it. But I still use the wind. I mean, I got that wind, crosswind, wind in the face. And if I'm traveling through the woods and I'm heading to one spot to the other, and I know that I got to go with the wind at my back blowing toward a certain area, I try not to do that. If I have to, I will scour through there until I can get the wind back in my face. I will move, 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 move. Even if it's only for a couple 100 yards, I will burn through that woods. And I think it does better when you do something like that, because if there is any deer there, if they can't smell you and they hear you, they're like, well, whatever it is, they don't really know what you are if they can't smell you. Whatever it is, it's going on and it's going fast that way. So they just kind of stand there, they're not really worried about you. Now, if you went through there sneaking, and then, they're probably thinking that's a predator. But just try that, try some unscented stuff. Wash your clothes every 2 or 3 hunting trips. It's okay. Don't wear your boots until you get ready to put your feet on your hunting ground. When you pull up out of your truck, go around back your truck, sit on the tailgate, sit in the bumper, sit in the truck, slide those boots on, whatever kind you got, doesn't really matter. Don't wear them to the store. Don't wear them to the gas station. Don't wear them in your house. Don't do all that. Keep those separate. Get you a pair of Crocs, man. Those are really nice. Or some slide-on tennis shoes, something comfortable. It's hard to drive with those big rubber boots on anyway. You don't need those things to be driving with. I have reached over to mash the brake and hit the brake and the gas and almost run somebody over. So, but I just wanted to touch up on something like that. And about to get ready to go out and do a little scouting this morning. I'm going to check some trail cameras and stuff like that. And just want to drop a little video on that. I had that on my mind last night. And I was on the Beast channel the other night, and poor guy posted something about this camo dust, and he got just totally blasted. And what was bad about it is, this guy that posted this is an absolute killer. I mean, he kills a lot of deer, and he does it the hard way. I mean, he's out there putting in work. I mean, he's a good scouter. He's killed some giants, and I mean, they absolutely just hammered this guy. And yeah, I got on there. I got mad because I really like the fella, and I made some comments that I shouldn't even commented on it. But I kind of wanted to take up for the fella, because I mean, I don't know if what he's got works, or what if it doesn't work. I've never used camo dust. It kind of looked like baking soda to me. I don't really know what's in that product. I mean, it's none of my business. I don't really care. But I felt bad because he got blasted, and he shouldn't get blasted, because everybody hunts differently, and it's okay to be different. If we was all the same, it wouldn't be any fun. So, and these guys that do got these little gimmicky products that they come up with every year, it's gotten to where now when you go to these outdoor shows, these people are not even showing up anymore, because everybody's teaching the people that does hunt that doesn't work. This doesn't work. That ain't going to work. And I have used some gimmicky products in my life, and I have taken deer. Now, did I take it because of that product, or did I just was in a good spot that morning? Probably I was just in a good spot. But don't be so quick to throw stones at people, man. If they believe it works, let them believe it. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to go in there and try to change how somebody hunts, or how somebody wants to approach their hunt. I'm sitting over here telling people to take a bath. I've picked fellers up and they're smoking Marlboros one after another, and I will not get in your truck if you smoke. I will not be within 5 miles of you. I wouldn't be on the same mountain as you. I will be over there somewhere. Or I just cannot stand cigarette smoke. I used to be a heavy smoker, and I quit, and I just don't want any part of that anymore. I cannot stand it. And then it gets on your clothes. It is so strong. I don't see how anybody ever kills a deer with that on their clothes. But they do, because they're using the wind. And the wind is the number one thing, guys. Keep that wind in your face, or wind at cheek. There's certain situations. I'll get into that later, which ways to use certain winds and stuff like that. But We're 2 weeks out from season, and I'm ready. I cannot wait. Got the bow tuned up. Those afflictor broadheads, man, they're flying great, flying straight, and got those gold tip arrows. I love my gold tip arrows. That's probably all I'll ever shoot. I actually looked up. I bought a big old bundle of them from a feller who quit hunting. So I got enough gold tip arrows to last me a while. And I love their components. I really do. And they're pretty nice. And there's these other arrow company out there now that's deer crossing arrows. I really like those. Those are pretty, and they got a good price range on them. If you guys get out shopping around, I love to tell people about certain things I see, and I'll never try to sell none of you guys on any product. If it doesn't kill a deer, I'm not going to sell it to you. You know what I mean? I might tell you, hey, this is a good broadhead, because I killed a deer with it. Any broadhead is a good broadhead if you put it in the right spot. You can kill a deer with a field point if you make a good shot. So, another thing, I do have a lot of sponsorships, but it's all stuff that can be used as a tool. It's not some type of gimmicky product you know, I do use deer scent. I use buck with tarsal. I use doe and heat. I use all that stuff, pre-orbitals. But I don't use it in a setting to where I put my urine out in front of me in one of these little sit wicks, sit bombs, whatever you call them, stink sticks. I don't use those anymore. Now I did when I was younger, but I don't do it anymore. And the reason why is because if I'm sitting with the wind blowing in my face and I got some urine out there, it's going to be blowing with my scent downwind. So what's the point? And if the deer comes from behind me, it's going to smell me and the deer urine, and then it's definitely going to know it's not real. So I started making mock scrapes and using them in a scrape environment. It's been working. Like, make that scrape, get the deer coming to the scrape, use the camera to see what kind of deer's coming to it. And all of a sudden, they just start coming to these scrapes. And you can you can pattern, set up downwind from these scrapes in the bedding. And when they come in to, check the scrape, you can get a good shot on them. But you have to make it kind of a community scrape. If it's just one deer using it, he won't use it the entire year. But if you put it in a good area, you can have deer coming in here all year long checking these scrapes, even in the summertime. I had so many deer through the summer that's checking this one scrape, like 30 different bucks, all the way from little bitty bucks to nice shooter bucks. Well, I ain't gonna say nice shooter bucks because any buck could be a shooter buck for certain people. It could have been a shooter buck for me anyway. Some of these bucks, I really like the size of them. But that's just a few things I want to talk about this morning, and about to head out, go do a little scouting. I got a little place I'm gonna go look at real quick. I ain't gonna get off the trail. I'm just gonna walk the trail and see if I can cut some tracks and see if deer's coming from certain feeding areas head to certain bed areas. And I just happen to have a access trail that runs through there. It stays pretty muddy, so I'll be able to see the tracks. I'm not going in bumping on beds right now. It's too late. Deer season's about to start. I mean, we're still a month out here in this county, but I'm going to spend my opener in the Bankhead National Forest opening weekend. So I hope to have a camera guy with me. If I don't, I'll be self-filming. And that's going to be hard, but it'll be okay. And I got something coming I'm going to introduce you guys to. I think it's going to be something big. I found something that's going to help. It's going to be one of those Swiss Army knives that you put in your toolbox. It's going to help harvest a lot of deer, a lot of ducks. It's going to help doves, turkey. So I got something good coming, and be a couple weeks. I'm going to do a review. When I do, I think a lot of people's going to be like, they're going to have one. And it's not free. I'm not sponsored by these guys. This is just something that I saw, and it's a game changer. So let me get a drink of my coffee here. But yeah, that's about all I got for this morning. I've been trying, guys, to get this channel up and going. If you would, please like and subscribe. It means everything to me just to have people watch my videos. I really enjoy talking to people, and I love teaching folks about certain aspects of hunting. Turkey hunting, I'm a big time turkey hunter, so this channel should be a lot of fun come turkey season. I'm a big time deer hunter too. I've had a lot of success, killing deer. I'm not the buckmaster. I'm not running around killing a bunch of 150, 160 Boone and Crockett class deer. You're not. I might get one. Who knows? But most things you'll see me shooting is between 120 inches to 140. That's about what is around my hunting area, and that's about how good I am. I can kill 120s on a consistent basis. And I'm not going to let those deer walk. I really enjoy shooting 120-inch deer, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you like shooting spikes, fork horns, 6-pointers, it doesn't matter, man. We're here to hunt, have fun, share the experience, and stuff like that. And it means a lot to me. So if you would like and subscribe, I really do care about each and every one of you guys that watch my videos. A lot of people say, if you don't like it, don't subscribe. If you don't, I care. I want people to like me because I feel like I'm a likable fella. And since I've started this journey with the Backwoods Mafia and the Backwoods Inc., man, I've met so many amazing people. I really enjoyed it. And it's the stories, and the camaraderie. And I've got a little private land, but I'm leaning more toward public land because there's so much camaraderie out there when you run into these guys and you get to listen to their stories. And it's not just, one type of hunting. There may be some guys out there bow hunting, rifle hunting. I mean, I enjoy it all, and I love to hear other guys tell their hunting stories. And anyway, guys, you take care. Have a blessed day. Love each and every one of you. If you've made it this far, old Joe, I always love you. Get outside, man. Get outdoors. We just had a cookout this weekend here for my 41st birthday. Who believes it? I am 41 years old. I can't believe it. And it was great. All the food got destroyed. Everybody ate it, and made me feel good because I was the one on the grill. So, anyways, like and subscribe, guys. If you like stuff like this, we'll have conversations about anything you guys want to talk to. And I appreciate you.